It's not humanly possible to understand on your own.
AI just follow the pattern.
That would be a real challenge if you are working as a human.
In the famous words of Jack Ma, we have seen humans creating computers, but computers have not been able to create humans.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of our podcast series. I am Sudhir, working as project manager at Virtual Employee. Today we'll be discussing about a really interesting topic, which is the role of human virtual assistants in the age of artificial intelligence. I have with me Eahtesam. He is one of our senior team leaders managing the virtual assistant team at Virtual Employee. So, Eahtesam, how are you doing today?
Hi Sudhir, I'm pretty excited and thank you for having me on your podcast.
Ehtesham, we will directly dive into the question which is there in everyone's mind. AI is everywhere. So, how does human virtual assistants fit in the age of AI? What are your thoughts on that?
That's a great question. So I'll give you a very honest and a grounded answer. So first we need to understand how AI helps us. So AI can help you in summarizing long articles. They can help you in drafting emails. They can help you in scheduling meetings if everything is straightforward. They can also translate context. They can also help you with basic coding and generate ideas. So AI is something which saves our time, saves the manual labor, and it is like a super efficient assistant which never sleeps. But here is the truth about AI. AI is a tool, not a team member. AI does not understand the human context. It does not understand the tone of the conversation, the emotions of the conversation. AI does not adapt to the unique business workflows, and that is the reason where human virtual assistants they come into play.
So that is an interesting insight. What you are essentially saying is that human to human interactions are multidimensional, which AI is not able to cater to at this point of time. So can you elaborate a little more into the factors which human virtual assistants are able to bring in and AI is not able to provide that at this point of time?
Let me share some of my observations while dealing with the clients. So, first thing what I understand is emotional intelligence. So, when you see these human VAs, they understand the tone of the client. They understand whether the client is frustrated, confused, agitated. So they help with care and sympathy. Wherein AI, they just follow the pattern. So you can say that human VAs they understand people, wherein AI does not.
Those are real good observations that you have made. So what you are essentially saying is that human to human interaction is multidimensional and AI could have easily missed out on those areas, right?
Absolutely. So let me give you one more example. So I have a client who's from UK and he's basically an online coach. So he was using AI for managing his emails and for scheduling purposes. You know these people like they are quite busy, they are time pressed, they don't get time to do their things by their own. So everything was going pretty well initially and with the time the things started going south. There were important leads which were missed because there was no manual follow up. There were times where there were double bookings because the platforms were not synced. Most importantly, the responses to the emails were very transactional. The AI was not able to understand the context of the email, and the responses to the emails were very canned, because of which the client was losing a lot of business. This is when the client approached us specifically looking for a human VA. He wanted a VA who can work independently and understand the needs of his clients. Within couple of weeks of hiring, the client could notice the difference. His clients were super happy and his business was growing. As you are aware, these business owners, they have important meetings to attend. They have a lot of travel to do, and because of which their plans keep changing at the last moment, which the AI could not understand, but the human VA, as he was aware about the business of the client, the needs of the clients, and he could understand actually what is required. So he was able to book the calendar as per the requirement of the and the availability of the client.
So the real life examples that you have shared, keeping that in context, so where do you see the future of human VAs or AI tools that are being developed?
Another excellent question that you have right now. So this is not basically about AI replacing VA or AI or VA. This is a combination of AI and VA. So nowadays the businesses what they are doing, they are enabling their human VAs, the resources with AI so that they can work better and faster. Let's say a human VA is trying to send an email to a client. Now, drafting an email to a client will definitely take some time. So now here, what a VA can do, you can use AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini. Over there, he can give the gist of the content to the AI. The AI will be drafting the email for the VA, and the VA does not have to start anything from scratch. The VA already knows the context and what VA can do. The VA can add his or her own personal touches into the email, taking the inspiration from the AI. And once it is done, it saves the time of the VAs and the better format is there and the work is done easily and quickly. And this is how AI and VA can complement each other. Sudhir, imagine like you have to create your own sales presentation. So how would you do? Like, if I can may ask you, how would you like to do that?
So I would initially gather all the data. I would do the research for about the competitors, about the market, look at multiple sources on the web, see what is happening currently, what's the market growth is, and based upon first processing the data, organizing the data probably would be the starting point, and then looking at the market information that I've collected, I'll probably draft it into some Excel sheet and then try and make sense from that data, put it into a presentation. So all that would be a time consuming task,
And
and
how
that would
much
be the
time would it
start
take?
of that.
How much
So
time?
probably to prepare a real decent sales presentation, I would say that it would take maybe a couple of days to have
Couple
that.
of days. And if in say if in case your boss asks you to create a sales presentation, you have to present it in front of the client by evening. So what would you do?
That would be a real challenge if you are working as a human.
Right.
So
So there we can again take the help of the AI. We can give the prompts to the AI, and the AI can create a basic outline as per your the goals of the presentation, as per the goals of the client's need, and create a basic outline presentation. And then you can do your own branding and present it to the client.
makes sense, absolutely. So that would be the best approach, best of the both worlds, as you have mentioned. So I definitely.
Now I have another question for you. So here's the question. So if in case like you get a French or Spanish client and they are sending emails in their own language, vernacular language, so how would you respond to those emails?
Right, that poses a big challenge, for a person like me who doesn't know French or German, whichever language the client has shared their requirement. So, I mean, it's not humanly possible to understand on your own. So, I would typically take help from a tool, and I'll convert it into my native language or probably the language I understand, like English. Understand the requirement and then write my reply or the content which is required by the client, convert it again into the local language in which the client wants. But the primitive tools that I've seen, they have a major challenge. The grammar goes haywire while those translation happens, and there could be other societal issues which probably we would not be aware of, and those can really create problems if not checked properly. So that's the only solution which probably I would typically think of, but that may not be the ideal one for as far as I'm concerned. But as I'm seeing the tools evolving, so probably any of a good AI tool would be more helpful in this context. Wherever we are converting and translating, it would check the grammar, make sense from what we are want to write, and then probably I can share it with the client. So that seems to be an optimum solution from my side probably. So now I totally get your point. I think having asked this question, I can really relate to how the point you have been making, that it's not AI and humans VA separately, it's AI and human VA together. So that completely makes sense, and I think most of our followers or viewers would also understand what point what we are trying to make, and how the VA and the AI industry is evolving, and they would work in hand to hand to give the better solutions. So, as we are now wrapping up the podcast, I would ask you a direct question. Do we still need a human VA in the AI powered world?
So my answer will be absolutely yes, because in the heart of every business, it is still about people. And in the famous words of Jack Ma, we have seen humans creating computers, but computers have not been able to create humans.
Wonderfully said. So, I believe that humans buy from humans, humans still don't buy from AI machines. So, that's a great answer. Thank you, Eahtesam, for sharing your thoughts and insights.
Indeed, it was a pleasure for me as well, and thank you for having me. I had a wonderful time with you. Thank you, Sudhir.
So, viewers, if you have got any questions, then do share it in the comments, and looking forward to seeing you in the next episodes. Thank you.